During World War II, physicist Albert Einstein came to President Roosevelt with news that the Nazis were constructing an atomic nuclear bomb. The Manhattan Project was born, led by Oppenheimer. President Truman later utilized this atomic bomb on Japan's Hiroshima and Nagasaki because war with Japan would mean the death of millions of troops, setting the foundation for the arms race between the United States and USSR. I know what you are thinking. How can my family survive such a bomb? I'll tell you. Learn Civil Defense, 5 Steps of Safety. Step 1. Learn warning signals and learn what they mean. Step 2. Learn protection from fallout. Step 3. Learn your community plan for emergency actions. Step 4. Learn first aid and home emergency steps. Step 5. Learn to use the Conelrad frequencies 640 and 1240. The atomic bomb was the greatest weapon ever produced by man. Imagine the speed you can reach on your bicycle at full blast compared to your father's car. Everyone and everything within 6-mile radius of the bomb would instantly be annihilated. However, after the blast, the dangers of the bomb are not over. Nuclear fallouts will linger, causing radiation poisoning. After a bomb has been dropped, leave a white plate outside. If it fills with dust, fallout is near. Radiation poisoning will cause cancer, tumors, and unusual tissue growth. If you must go outside, be sure to cover up with coats, hats, and gloves. Fallout will burn your skin, so be sure to cover completely. Tuck your pants into your socks. Keep your face in your shirt, and do not let fallout touch you. If it does touch you, wash thoroughly and pay close attention to your body for the next couple of weeks. Don't worry. In 1950, our President Truman established the Federal Civil Defense Administration, also known as the FCDA. They work round the clock to keep you and your family up to date and informed in ways to stay safe. If an attack were to happen, they will be out to help you where help is needed. Look for them wearing a helmet, long black coat, and civil defense logo attached to their arm. We must listen to all his instructions and do the right thing, and more importantly, stay safe. If you hear the siren sound in the case of an attack, it's important that you follow the duck and cover safety method to protect yourself as much as possible. When the bell rings, go to the nearest safe place around. If you are in school, go under your desk. If you are elsewhere, cover yourself under a heavy and sturdy object, such as a heavy door or wall of a building. While covering yourself, tuck your knees to your chest and place your arms over your head, making sure to protect your face and neck. The FCDA will be there to do what they can to help. To avoid the harmful effects of radiation that result from a nuclear bomb detonation, you and your family are recommended to build a fallout shelter. Although an attack is not certain, it is important to be prepared and know what to do if one were to happen. There are 2 types of fallout shelters, private and public. A public fallout shelter can be any kind of building such as a hospital, school, or police station. A private shelter can be under any person's yard or home. A public fallout building is marked with the universal signal, which is a circle with 3 upside-down triangles inside. A public fallout shelter usually carries at least 50 people, but are usually big enough to provide protection for hundreds. After an attack, government manuals recommend you stay inside your shelter for about 2 weeks. Although radiation disappears within a couple of days, it is better to be safe than sorry. Fallout shelters have protection factors analogous to the protection factors of SPF on sunscreen bottles. For example, a shelter with the PF of 5 would expose occupants to about 20% of radiation outside. A home fallout shelter should have at least 3 feet of earth above it with an air vent. Keep at least 2 weeks of food supplies, radios, flashlights, first aid, batteries, and games for kids to keep their morale high. To further understand the effects of nuclear bombs, our Civil Defense Administration started performing nuclear tests in open desert areas such as Nevada. By setting off atomic bombs near fake towns made by the Federal Civil Defense Administration called nuke towns, we can further grasp the dangers of them to be better prepared. In addition, be sure to pay your taxes to support the Marshall Plan to stop communism from becoming a threat. Also, be sure to invest in a fallout shelter. Get plans from your local civil defense office. With these steps, you and your family may be safe. But remember, when you see the bright flash, duck and cover.